Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast. Another match day watch along, and it's the second match day of the new 25-26 Premier League season. Still not Arsenal yet. We've still got to wait another just well over 24 hours before Arsenal get their campaign underway and their push for the Premier League title and end 22 years of absolute agony when it comes to the Premier League and winning the title. In the meantime, as you did last night, Liverpool, Bournemouth, and all that hoo-ha, we're now back for me, probably the second biggest game of the weekend. Aston Villa versus Newcastle at Villa Park. Two teams that in recent years been competing for the European spots, Champions League spots, Europa League spots over the last couple of years, and contrasting summers, very similar summers. Neither have done much business in the window. There's a lot of talk about outgoings, and just as I'm seeing on the screen now, obviously before kickoff, there will be a tribute to Ozzy Osbourne, Aston Villa local, obviously from the area, Aston Villa fan. During the summer, 2 weeks before he sadly passed away the last few weeks, he did his last ever concert at Villa Park, so there will be a tribute to that by the looks of it as well, rightly so. But big news in terms of today's team news of both teams, Emi Martinez, even though there's been no talk here in the UK anyway of him leaving, no one's made a bid for him. As far as we're aware, he's not in the matchday squad at all. So that makes this much more interesting. With obviously Isak from Newcastle perspective not in the matchday squad for obvious reasons. We all know that for that reason. Yeah, going to be a long one. Just before kickoff, the teams come out, we've gonna bring Catherine in, who's going to join me today.
Oh, good morning.
Morning, how are you doing?
Yeah, it is still technically morning for you, isn't it?
Yeah, just literally 25 minutes past midday here, but yeah, technically, yeah, we still can't.
Oh, yeah, math isn't math right now.
Technically morning-ish. At 1 p.m. is like one, from as far as I'm concerned, lunchtime onwards. But yeah, by the technicality, yeah.
Let's see if that light helps.
No, yeah, go on.
I heard them say that he was suspended.
Oh yeah, because he got red carded, didn't he, last game of the season?
Yeah.
I didn't know they carried over the Premier League. I thought they just got wiped out.
It's like the same reason why some PSG players weren't able to play in the Super Cup because they got red cards at the Club World Cup.
Yeah, I knew.
That's why Martinez is not on the pitch at all, and neither is Isak. Isak is suspended as well.
Yeah, well, we know. We all know why publicly, because he's an absolute knobhead.
Yeah, he's not. He wouldn't be playing anyway,
but he's not helped himself whatsoever. I don't care what anyone says. And all these Liverpool fans going, yeah, he wants us. Well, the same Liverpool fans going, and Trent Alexander at the stake. He's a traitor. Get him out of here. He's a disgrace.
Yeah, and I saw something interesting. Granted, it was from a Liverpool account, but I did look at the profile a little bit, and the profile seemed like I don't know if there is such a thing, but it was a good Liverpool account. They seemed to be, maybe they were just a fan, but they had said bringing Isak in would be a mistake because you brought in Ekiteke, or however you say his name. You brought him in. He's like 3 or 4 years younger, has more availability to go up and perform better, essentially. And he just scored and got an assist in his first Premier League match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So all you would be doing by bringing Isak in is hindering his ability to go up, because they wouldn't be playing with two strikers unless you think they would be. I don't think they would be.
That would mean Arne Slot's changing his entire formation and playing style.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think about this, because it already seems like they're trying to play Florian Wirtz as much as they can. I mean, yes, record fee. You would want to play him for the record fee. You wouldn't want to play him to be a bench sitter, but last night, Liverpool seemed to come alive after he came off the pitch. Like maybe that was just me, but they looked a little bit more settled. They looked a little bit more in it.
Sorry, go on.
There's this thing about bringing in too many players, and we might actually see this in the WSL with London City Lionesses, who are bringing in absolutely everyone that they can. You're going to end up with too many competing egos, competing playing styles, trying to settle in and finding that one playing style. It could be a very interesting Liverpool season if they do sign Isak.
Well, this is what again. I mentioned it last night. Like in terms of Versa, you're saying like obviously in January we bought too many players in, and obviously with that you're playing only in one hit, and it's taking time to adapt. And like with Verts, he's one of the first to come in. They've had the whole summer. They've had a whole pre-season. But it just seemed obviously pre-season Premier League football is a different matter, and maybe it's just a thing of he needs a few weeks to adapt. Players do need some time to adapt. It's not going to be a quick like, hey, I'm here sort of thing. But this is the thing now with the turnover they've got to bring in, be patient now and wait. These players, both from the new players and the old guard, need to gel quick. Otherwise, I'll do a minute silence. Sorry, for Diego and Andre Silva. Yeah, that's done. I wanted to do something for Aussie, but no, as I say, it's like both the old god and the new god need to come together and gel quick. Otherwise, they're not going to defend it. They're not going to win the. They do win the title. They're not going to win it the way they did last year. And if they don't, it'd be down. They're not gelling quick enough.
Yeah, I think
that's on them.
I think they're also going to be fighting with their emotions this season. I mean,
they've got that as well. We saw that as well. Yeah.
Like 2 seconds after the full-time whistle blew, Salah is going down towards one end of the pitch, and he just breaks down in tears. I mean, if you have someone doing that after every match, the mental toll that takes on one person, and then not saying it's contagious or anything, but it could spread to different players getting more emotional. Like I forget. I honestly don't know which pundit had said it. I don't know if it was on BBC or Sky Sports or on one of the American channels. Like, playing with this loss, the players should be looking at their mental health first before they get going on their physical health.
Yeah.
And last night could have kind of shown that. Like, after the game, before the game, doing the minute of silence. I don't think they showed any of like the players' faces that well, but I was also like half paying attention at that point. But
no, but also imagine they hadn't won last night. They hadn't turned it like fixed up in the last few minutes and won it. While they did it, it finished 2-2. You talk about emotions, that would have completely blown because there would have been the whole thing. All the build up was the first game since the tragedy of Diogo and his brother.
First official.
All these celebrations have been official. All these celebrations have been doing all night when you've scored in honor of him. The fans singing his name on the 20th minute of both first and the second half, respectively. And it could have got me a whole lot more emotional than it needed to be in the circumstances.
I mean, are the fans going to do that every game? Like,
it's going to be interesting. It's going to be because the next home game is us as well. We've got Newcastle next Monday away at St James's. But even taking that aside, even last week against Palace at Wembley, there's taking out the emotional side of things, like there's holes in that team that can be got at defensively, and midfield is not as strong.
Got
They're
their
missing
defense.
they're missing Gravenberch massively in that midfield. Without him, teams are walking breezing through. You saw that second goal that Bournemouth scored. There's no one there to break up the play.
Did not play well. He also, like, if you watch his last 10, 15 games, he's not that great of a player. He's relying on his center back partner.
Yeah.
Oh geez, you have a Villa player went down while Newcastle was on the attack, and then his own player trips over him. So he tries to jump over him. Oh my God, that's going to be a penalty. That's good. I feel like that's going to be a penalty to Newcastle.
Yeah, I need to look at that again. I mean, get straight back.
But based off of last night's game, that will not be a penalty because Van Dijk did that to.
It was McAllister, wasn't it? It threw play up in the air at the end of first half. Sorry.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah, yeah.
That's gonna get up. I feel like that's gonna get reviewed. But then again, last night's got reviewed.
That's Liverpool though. Come on, it's Liverpool.
Yeah.
Can't give away penalties straight away when it's 0-0 because the defending champions at home, can we now?
Oh, and let's not even get started on 10 seconds and no corner. It's supposed to be 8.
Twice.
8, you dumb fucks.
Yeah, twice.
Do you know how to count? Did you pass first grade?
What makes it even funnier is Howard Webb went on over in the UK. Was on Sky Sports in the studio for the last Saturday, one of the championship games last Saturday. I can't remember who was playing. I just saw the clip. He's there. He mentioned the rule. Oh, because obviously it used to be 6, but we never handled it the way we should have done. We sort of were very lenient. So we've come together with the players and the clubs, and we come to an agreement at 8 seconds. In more than 8 seconds, you will be giving away a corner.
It was like a 2-minute segment.
Exactly.
A 2-minute segment, and you have one player holding onto the ball more than once for more than 8 seconds, and nothing gets called.
Exactly.
Which then my question comes down to who is responsible for making the counts? Is it the lines judge or would it be the on-field referee? Because if it's the on-field referee, then dude, watch the keeper and count. It's not that hard to count to 8. I mean,
apparently it is
it's not for me that hard to count to 8, but
oh dear! I wouldn't want to got watches as well, for crying out loud. They wear watches. It has the second tick by. That's ridiculous. Though. You make all these rules up. Pete was saying last night in the chat, before it all played that way it did. Pete was like, "How long do we give it to these new rules get changed and it's phased out like it did last year and the year before that?" I said literally after all he said by international break, Matchday 5 at a push, these new rules will be all phased out and it'll be back to normal. That's a foul, but okay. Villa on the attack. Watkins hesitates there.
That pile of white floof that was in the chair is Prismo. Dude's just chilling, giving me the side eye, I think, for being a little too loud this early in the morning. It's a Saturday. Why are you up so early?
Oh, dear. Oh, bloody hell.
Corner incoming. This has actually, I feel like, had more excitement in the first 6 minutes than the first half of last night's game.
Yeah. Last night was, again, taking the emotional side of things out of the equation from the fan and player perspective. It's just weird because it's the first 5-10 minutes, Bournemouth will come at us, try to break us down, and the goal. It looked like a goal was going to come from Liverpool. But instead, Bournemouth got bored and went, actually, no, we're going to get involved now and get our foot in the game. It was a very scrappy game.
Yeah, wasn't it a Bournemouth player that should have gotten a red card in the first half?
Yeah, for deliberate handball, in the halfway mark.
Which I'm kind of surprised that did not get called. VAR checked it, completed.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Nick had said it. He had tweeted it out, and he was just like, watch Arsenal hold on to the ball for 6.9 seconds and get called for time. Other United get given a corner, then United score. but it won't be enforced anywhere else over the weekend or
going forward, yeah.
Or going forward, or we'll have it touched my fingernail and it got called a deliberate handball. But my hand was, next to my body and I couldn't do anything about it. I had no one else to move it.
Or you're going to have my all-time favourite. An Arsenal player gets booted in the back of the leg or up the backside, basically, to be PC, and it's this summer morning and all that. Gets absolutely, literally assaulted by the opposition player. Turns around, looks at their player, has an argument, and he's one gets sent off, and you'll see the referee go, "You gave me no choice. Off you go." But he's kicked me. He's done this. He's done that. And you're doing nothing to him. No, he ain't got an Arsenal shirt on.
Now you'll get Arsenal players getting yellow cards for standing near their captain as the captain talks to the referee, and you will have 4 United players surrounding the referee, none of which are their captain, and none of them get yellow cards.
Yeah,
we will see that. I think we will. We could potentially see that tomorrow, or at all throughout the season.
That reminded me, that happened last night, literally. Because again, that was another one about he fucking ran down our throats last week. Well, that rule, that's gonna be they're gonna be more firmer on that. What happened yesterday? Free kick got given against Liverpool. Van Dijk and 4 other Liverpool players then jumped to the attention and ran over and got in his face. Not one booking. But we're told that's the thing now. A week prior.
They told everyone with like 6 games left last season.
Yeah.
Only the captain is allowed to approach the referee. So
they say it every year.
All right. So say Declan Rice gets a yellow card and he goes over to the referee to ask for explanation. Can he do that, or does Odegaard have to be the one to go over and ask for the explanation to then relay it on to his player?
By the rule, it should be the captain. It should be Odegaard because he's got the armband. But it'll be a free fall, and we'll be the ones that get punished for it. Even if it's polite, just asking why. just the words why. It'll be, how dare you ask? Fuck off. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. There's no point. But they're being transparent. But it's being transparent, and then it's all well and good being transparent. Sorry, but then you a week later, straight away in the first game of the new Premier League season, going, we're going to pick and choose. We're going to do what we always do: pick and choose when the rule applies. Basically, it pisses the fans off even more. You may as well not come out and say what you're saying because you're contradicting yourself. Your own staff that you deem not good enough in the first place, you've publicly said this before, you're still keeping them in a job, and they're throwing you under the bus the following week because they're not applying the law that you keep telling the public we're going to do. I remember, was it not last season, the season before, going into Community Shield against Man City, all these new rules are being brought in. Only the captain can go and approach the referee. No one else can if he does a bookable offence. In that particular game alone, Arsenal players got up and questioned booking. Even Odegaard, who was the captain, got booked for asking the question. Man City players constantly did it all game, not one booking.
City and Liverpool constantly surround, and United constantly surround the referee. Almost every other team, they will have their captain and maybe one other player. And the one other player might be there to make sure that the captain doesn't completely blow up.
Tom's in the chat. How you doing, Tom?
Are you ready to have your team win later today, Mr. Tom?
They play Monday night.
Tomorrow?
No, Leeds play Monday night at home to Everton.
Why? This opening weekend is so confusing. Let me tell you.
I know, it's just TV money. They want because that's the Sky want the money covering the whole weekend into next week. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, basically.
Because then next week Friday, we have 1 game. Saturday, there's 5. Sunday there's 3, Monday there's 1. Like, but then it will go back to just Saturday and Sunday
Yeah,
or Sunday
I think so. The following week, yeah.
with a straggling Monday. And
And I won't mind. Obviously, we're playing tomorrow. Next Saturday evening, and then Liverpool the Sunday 4:30 kickoff, and the following week as well. But I think it was obviously like teams like Leeds and fans like Tom. It's like you're promoted, you're waiting for it, and you've got to wait the whole week and got to see everyone else play, and then Monday night you can only start really get into it yourself on a Monday night when everyone else has done their job, respectively.
Newcastle crossing goes nowhere.
And anger's been an anger. They've got the chairman in the chat as well. Afternoon. Not missed much. 13 minutes in. It's 0-0. Not much has really happened. Really, it's end to end. But in terms of possession of the ball going end to end, but in the final third for both teams, nothing's happening so far. I'm pretty naffed as well because the one player I've got in this game on my FPL is on the bench.
Who do I have in here?
Sven Botman, and then I'm hearing today on the Football Terrence that there's rumours going about that Edison isn't going to play today. That he may be moving, and because of that, he won't be playing today. It will be Trafford in goal, and who's in goal for me? Edison.
So I actually have Trafford on my bench. I picked him as a he can perform decently if he plays, but also I'd rather save my money for the extra $500,000 would get me maybe one better player than someone else. But I have Konsa and Byrne on my bench. Otherwise, I'm just rocking 16 points from captaining Salah yesterday.
Yeah, well, so was my captain, but Ikitike got me. He got me bonus points as well. I think Ikitike did.
He got. I think he got 11 points.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, got 9 points overall.
Goal, assist, bonus points.
Yeah.
2 for playing.
Let's have a look. It lets me look at his. So yeah, overall got 29 points. Obviously, most of them got me 16 in the end because of his goal. Vert's only got me 2, the bastard. Ikitike got me 11. And obviously Spends on the bench. I'll make targets on the bench as well. I didn't know I made target my fucking team, but he's on the bench. He's on my bench anyway. I weren't sure. I knew because he's only just arrived at Newcastle. I knew Jacob Ramsey wouldn't play, so I benched him as well.
I have Semenyo in my draft on the bench.
Oh God!
I know, I also have Lisa on the starting 11, but I don't even have Semenyo as the first sub. So I would need one other player to not play this weekend in order to get the Semenyo points.
Oh, save there for Villa goalie. So yeah, the rest of my team that obviously I mentioned in terms of my 11, Sven Botman, but he's not playing at the moment. Edison in goal might not. It's a 50. We don't know if he's playing or not. Basically, later on today, and then tomorrow I've got Mark Gay in defence, Saka, Zubimendi, João Pedro, and Yorkeres, and then on Monday night Joe Roden for my 11. And then the bench wise, there's the rest of my bench. So the rest of my bench, as I say, is obviously two of them on the bench anyway. I've got no points in either way. Nathaniel Klein and then Carl Darlow as my backup goalie.
Sam is wondering where Isak will end up. Him striking now is trying to force a move. Isak is also suspended for the match today. Same with Martinez for Villa.
But this is again watching. I know it's only one game yesterday, but watching Nicky TK with that Liverpool team and how he played in the number 9 role as a striker, I don't think they need him because what my thing would be, he'll be pissed if he's signed. Obviously, starts initially, and then Egypt comes in, immediately knocks him onto the bench. And his minutes then reduce drastically straight away, unless Isak gets injured, which is a possibility because he's Isak. But I think they need him. I think again, it's early doors, but I think Hugo's actually better suited for him. And I think it's just a matter of they're just trying to be greedy and upset the apple cart as well.
Let's see, where is it? I know I've got it somewhere.
Wayne's asking, do you think Havertz, Moreno, or Gyökeres will start tomorrow? Gyökeres will, Moreno will be on the bench. Havertz probably bench as well. I mean, yeah, as I say, Gyökeres will start. I'd assume will be starting as our striker, meaning Havertz will be benched, Moreno will be benched. Yeah, basically, I think I'll start. As far as I'm concerned, our starting 11 should be the same 11 that started last Saturday against Bilbao. That should be our starting 11. Give or take the Martinelli or Mandueke, who you want to play on that left hand side.
Who was the starting right back? Was it Timber or White?
It was White because
I would almost say Timber. Start Timber instead.
Depends how training's been going this week for him as well, because obviously him and Gabriel are just coming back from Knox. They picked up back into last season, haven't they? They came back in the last week or couple of weeks. So depends how they've been doing this week in training. That got a bit risky.
No, it's interesting. Someone had said that, but I think it was the Liverpool sporting director or something. A Liverpool executive was flying over to Boston to meet with the owners to try and get the official stamp of approval saying yes, you can spend 150 mil on one player or 200 mil, however much it is that Liverpool are wanting to buy Isak for.
But also, talking about Isak as well. Tom says in the chat, Newcastle fans wanting a Brentford player who's also gone on strike is a peak modern football fan. Again, it says it all. I mean, you've got that very true Geordie, the Newcastle fan on YouTube, basically on his own channel, literally condemning Isak for his actions, but also saying, basically wishing injury of on the play. If it happens, I'll be his words. If Isak gets any injury going forward, I'll be happy. His exact words. But when it's Wisner, it's amazing. Come on, let's get him done. It's like, I can't make it up. Seriously. Gunnar Nick says, Eze's agreed personal terms of Tottenham according to X reports. When it comes to London to London movements in terms of a player, one London club to another, until Ornstein comes out and says anything, take a lot of things with a pinch of salt, because he'll if it's true, he'll confirm it. Basically, he doesn't really put himself out there like for Britshow. Everything that ever happens, any movement for Britshow is there. Like, I've got to put it out there. The amount of fucking tweets this summer I've seen, but before we got Supermendy official, it was official. I think we've got 3 or 4 here we goes about Supermendy from bloody Fabrizio.
Yeah, Zinchenko could be on his way out. Right now, I would say good riddance, just because start of the season, there's knock on wood, no need for him to come on and play. So that's only £10 million. So it's not that big of a fee, but something is better than nothing.
Also, he doesn't help himself, and he fucking does these stupid books and then quotes it into fucking papers and goes, "Oh, my daughter's come to see me. They don't see me. They cry. It makes me upset." Well, fucking maybe you're decent. You're fucking good at your job and you're consistent. You didn't drop off like you did. You wouldn't have been fucking phased out the way you have. You was useful for a period of time. You fell off a cliff. You never came back. So it is what it is.
No, Crystal Palace approached Leicester for El Canoes. No bid, but talks are starting. He's apparently among an option if or when Eze is sold.
Also, just so I go back to Nick. Also, Nick, there was reports when we've been for the last few weeks that we've agreed personal terms with him. So it's just a matter of if we don't come in for him, he'll go to Tottenham, basically.
I mean, maybe Eze wanted to go there just to say no to their faces and see what the toilet bowl looks like outside of the locker room and the pitch. I mean, you never know. Mr. Tom, how are you feeling about Calvert-Lewin signing?
Yeah, 3-year contract as well.
I always feel so behind when I first open Twitter in the morning. things getting dropped and everything. All right. The Fabrizio pin tweet that I'm just now seeing from 3 hours ago. Galatasaray sent first official bid to Man City for Ederson. Proposal in the region of 10 million euros, while City asked for a higher fee. Donnarumma has already opened doors to City move, no issues on personal terms. If Ederson leaves, Donnarumma can join. So the next question becomes, if City and Galatasaray cannot come to an agreement on a price, and Ederson has to stay because they can't get shit done before the transfer window closes, would they still end up bringing in Donnarumma, or would Donnarumma end up being without club football until January?
I think it's he'll be stuck at the PSG basically. You have to suck lemons for at least 6 months, if not the whole season. Because again, with January it's a lesser time frame. Plus you've got AFCON this summer as well, and that's going to have an effect on certain clubs into wanting to buy and sell. When players they probably want players that are probably up for sale are at AFCON and they can't get it done quicker.
I don't know. Could be an interesting transfer window, but also like
I feel sorry for James. I feel sorry for James Trafford in order because obviously he's left Burnley he's the first choice goalie at Burnley. He's left then gone back to his not boyhood, but as in where he came from in terms of the academy, but as a senior player now. I think he's got a chance to be the number one, and obviously there's an opportunity with the current number one wanting out by the looks of it. And instead of giving him a chance and backing up his statement when they signed him, he's really improved. We really like him. They're going out to get another ready-made world-class goalkeeper instead.
Yeah, it's and no one has brought back up the damn charges. Like,
no.
Almost a year on now, or a year on, like nothing's going to come of it now.
No, the fact that obviously the hearing had finished back in January, we were told before the hearing even finished that the initial announcement of the outcome was going to be in April. Then that got delayed until the end of the season after the Club World Cup was done and dusted. So around July. And then that's not happened. And it's been radio silent ever since. The excuses now we're getting from the likes of Richard Masters and all that in terms of, we can't really talk about it because obviously they haven't publicly said what the outcome is and this, that, and the other, so we can't really talk about it. All we can say is the due diligence is being done. If they have done wrong, this will.
All right, wait, hold on. Anthony Gordon. Oh. Shot taken right to the sternum.
It's just
with a balloon on the field. And the ref comes over and pops it.
It's just complete and utter BS at the end of the day, and I'm just sick of it. Another season where if Man City were to win the league this season,
another asterisk.
It's another tainted trophy again. Well, until this is resolved, as far as anyone with a brain is concerned, it'll be a tainted title.
That would be what now? 4 in a row?
They've had the 4 in a row. This would be the 5th. There'll be 5 and 6 years in the last 6.
Yeah, but like last season's, like that was the
Oh, yeah,
PGMOL title.
Yeah, that's true. I'll talk about in general. Yeah, the David Coote title.
The sniffer.
Tom's having a good laugh about your comment. There's a balloon on the field. To be fair, there was. We almost had a bloody beach ball gate with a balloon this time, Tom. If you know,
Yeah.
If you know, you
and
know.
then the referee came in. Oh, sorry, Frisbo. Then the referee came over and popped it. I don't know. Are they gonna find the fan and kick the fan out that pushed the balloon that way? Because wouldn't that be like throwing water bottles kind of on the field?
Yeah.
You all right, dude? Looks like Prismo's about to get the zoomies or something.
Oh, Elanga. Elanga's. Why did they spend so much money on Elanga? How the hell was he worth 45 mil? What was it, £55 million, whatever it was? Also, just for everyone coming up on my screen anyway, Champions League draw is going to be at 5 p.m. on the 28th of August, so we'll cover that on the channel as well. The league phase draw.
Men's side, I'm assuming.
What's that?
The men's side, I'm assuming.
The men's one, yeah. Can you tell me what Zenith coins do, mate? Are they commit? Basically, yeah, you got the basic. So basically, when it comes to Arsenal side of things, because I've got basically the basic coin, which has got the Arsenal. Got that on one side, which is currently looking at me now, and on the other side, I've been sitting on the other side for a while. So have a look. On the other side, it's just the one set it actually shows. That'd be fantastic. There, so that's what. Doesn't have a fucking light, natural light coming in. You've got that one side. That's the basic. It's gold. It's gold coin. Comes in a case, cloth, COA, and all that. So, and you can either have it open like I do for display or closed up. But just keep maintaining. Got the North Bank one that I showed. It's a silver coin. This one, which I showed the other day, with the North Bank on one side and the old school Arsenal logo on the thing on the back. Again, they all come with COAs, and the decent quality as well. Give them their due. I have got from now, one sec, the Invincible collection as well. One sec. Bear with me a second to turn the camera off. Right. Show that. There we go. Pardon me. Right. So you also got this is the Invincible collection. Comes like this as well. In a big massive case. Again, COA. No cloth with this one, but there's a reason behind it. COA, this one. And then 5 commemorative coins of the Invincible season. The one in the middle is the Arsenal badge in gold. With Invincible, so 304 on the top, 25th anniversary. The Invincible, the 49 record, undefeated record there. Arsene Wenger after he won Tottenham. Trophy lift on May 15th, and then the parade there as well. But in these ones, unlike the other two, the ones I showed you before, the first two, where they come as they are as a coin, no case. And these actually come in a plastic case as well to sort of maintain. You can take them out of the case if you want to, have a look at them, feel about them, but you don't have to. But yeah, and obviously as you see the case in itself, has the words in, as the gold cannon, Invincibles 0304. But yeah, it's again, for what they pay, what you pay, sorry, and all that. It's worth your money. If you want the Invincible collection, let me know, Nick, and anyone else, because they are giving me a 50 for this alone. They've given me a 50% discount code to pass on to everyone, so people can buy this for literally 50% off. And that includes postage and all that as well.
All right, we are 32 minutes in, and Villa still have yet to get a shot off.
We have Newcastle have had a couple shots, but they've pretty much at
They've
the
had
goal.
8.
They've had shots, so they've had chances. Yeah, Villa's just okay. I've got no sound on, so I don't know about the crowd. It just feels a bit weird of a game, basically.
I mean, the first 6 minutes were showing promise, but then it's just like stop.
Yeah. One sec.
All right, I'll be right back. I think the boys here either want some breakfast or want to go OUT.
Oh no, no worries. So yeah, I'll send you. One sec. I'll send you a link to their page. One sec, bear with me, Nick. But also, I'll drop you over depending on what you want. The 50% discount code only works with the Invincible collection that they've got. I'm on the site now. There's 24 left in stock as we speak. The Arsenal official coin still available for $24.95. The North Bank coin says an Arsenal Mania, but then it says out of stock, so I don't know what's going on there. But I do know with Liam, with one of these giveaways is the North Bank coin, so they must have they must have them back in stock. They just haven't re-released them or whatever. 1 second. Yeah, that's it at the moment. Yeah, that's all they've got at the moment. But I'll send you over. So yeah, for the other two, if you wanted the basic Arsenal coin, if you use the discount code going across the screen, wait till it's on the screen. Yeah. The Mr. Arsenal Pod is for 10% off at the checkout. That's for everything on the website. The Arsenal coin, the original Arsenal coin they did that started this all off, and any other product they have on site. They've got Jules Best. They've done the Jules Best collection now as well, and other bits and pieces you see on there basically. But if you want the 50, yeah. And if you want to do the 50% as well in another order, you can. But I'll give you the discount code for that one as well. So you can use both, but you use them different times. They won't let you use it. They won't because obviously one's wet for one and one for the other. You'd have to do it separately if you wanted to do the 50% for the collection of this one. And obviously the other one is 10%. So, but you can use that separately in another order, basically for whatever else you'd want, Arsenal or non-Arsenal related, from their website. I don't like these Puma referee kits, by the way. Newcastle free kick. If anyone's going to score in this game at the moment, it's going to be Newcastle. But it's a fucking dead game so far. I still don't like this away kick from Newcastle. Ball in. Again, it's just poor overhit pass and out for a fucking little kick. Nick. There we go. Right. I'll send you the link first to their site. And the link itself will take you to the free Arsenal products they have. And you can obviously you can look around the site as well in general for anything else non-Arsenal related. If you want anything else non-Arsenal related, feel free basically. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Where is it? You know what? Let me make sure it works as well. Let me just double check it's still active because I haven't heard from them for a while. Well, I say a while. Literally the last week, they responded to me saying apologies, been busy and all that. And I've responded back. I've not heard since the 6th. Last time I checked, about 2 weeks ago, it was working. Just double check. I don't want to send it and you go, it's not working anymore. Let's have a look. There we go, whatever. Promo, Just the one that works. Yes, it does. It still works. Great news. Right, bear with me. This is to the 50% off. The code I'm about to send is for 50% off of these. If you want the collection, the Invincible collection itself, and you have to put it in as it's sent up, as I basically in all, as I sent it to you. That's how you put it in the promo. So all block capitals with the 50 at the end, and that's just for the collection. If you again for the normal Arsenal coin, and anyone else that wants the discount code to have a look and try and get yourself one of these, let me know. I'll send it to you. As I say, there's 24 left in stock. Once these are gone, they are gone. I know that they've told me that for a fact. Once they're gone, they're gone, and it'll be on to the next project with the club, basically, whatever they're something to do. And as I say, in terms of the normal Arsenal coin or any other products, the code that's going across the screen now, at the bottom of your screen there, the Mr. Arsenal Pod, all one word, all block capitals, all uppercase as well. Mr. Arsenal Pod, sorry. That will get you 10% off at the checkout on all products on their website. It's not letting me top on the other. Really? Okay. Don't know why.
Was Gavin trouble with his other account?
Maybe. Oh, and by the way, yeah, Gavin, I wasn't ignoring you yesterday. I know you messaged me yesterday morning. It's just been a bit of a hectic one. Yes, obviously planning for last night and everything, and getting stuff done before going live and then going live itself. So I didn't have the time to get the clips over to you. But yeah, anything else in future you're going to do that are throwback videos, basically, whatever, let me know. But, and I'll get the clips over to you as soon as I can. And also, Gav, as well, in terms of last Thursday's show, do you want me to download the entire show and send it over to you, or do you need me to just want the one segment sent over to you from Thursday's show? By the way, you've missed nothing in this game so far since you've been gone.
Guinness was looking all pretty, and then he decided to clean himself.
Always the way.
Are you going to behave this time? All right. This is Guinness, everyone.
Guinness.
Hi, and welcome to the show. Look at you, Bubby.
All right, Gav, no problem. I'll sort that out later for you, Gav. The younger one is behind me now asleep.
Yeah, the other one is eating his brother's food. So, I mean, it's how it goes. They're grazers, so well, they're grazers when their mom and dad aren't home. So I'll just give them everything and call it good. They'll eat when they want.
Mm. Does anyone
and still no shots from Villa.
I was about to say, does anyone want to win this game?
Yeah.
That was the easiest cross ever from Matchday to fucking Pope.
Yeah. Oh, excuse you, Prismo. 8 shots, 2 on target, all for Newcastle today so far. After 41 minutes.
I genuinely thought this would be a belter of a game. I thought both teams would go at it to hammer and nail side, just because of obviously both the two teams that usually have been going for the European spots for the last few years. They want to get that advantage straight on the nose. It's Villa Park. You think it'd be rocking and all that, especially trying to celebrate Ozzy Osbourne as well, when he's passing recently. But it's just like if you didn't know it's a Premier League game, you just turned on the football game. You weren't a football fan. You'd think this was a pre-season game the way they're playing.
Yeah, they aren't playing with any like ambition of. I mean, Villa are just passing the ball around right now. They're borderline final third, but then they'll pass it back to the middle. Oh, there we go. Out wide. And then pass back. Little cross in. You're gonna get something on that? No.
No, I think, Gav, in terms of obviously your health and all that, sorry to hear that, in terms of your fitting, your epilepsy and all that. Obviously, assuming obviously you're feeling a bit better today, now as we speak, just take, obviously, in terms of the day itself, as you know with me, just take it hour by hour and drink plenty of fluid, just chill for the day. Don't overdo it. If the video's ready to upload it. I think because of the comeback we almost had from Bournemouth, you all get the numbers in from the rival fans as well for that one, as well. Because there's like, and that gets you going, because there's Man City Wolves, unless a miracle happens with Wolves later on today, you're not really going to get anything until tomorrow, basically, and that's going to be late on the evening, so early Monday. So at least you're getting the ball rolling and getting the content out there, basically.
Ooh, someone is saying 4 minutes ago, Eze is not expected to be in the Crystal Palace squad this weekend. And would like to leave the club after agreeing to personal terms for a move to that other club.
If I was Palace, I'd be telling that other club to fuck off.
There we go, Villa on the counter, and they're just gonna slow everything down. Like,
Also, you got Laura in the chat as well. Hi, Laura.
Yes, hello, Laura.
Two teams that know they're not going to do well this season, maybe. Newcastle missing Isaac. Well, they've got no fucking strikers, have they? That's the thing. They're playing Anthony Gordon as false 9. I mean, Tielemans won the ball there, and a free kick's been given. Okay.
Yeah. What did Isak get the red card for last season? Because I'm assuming that's what it's from.
No, because back end of last season, he was injured. What I remember going from the Arsenal game onwards, because obviously build up to the Arsenal game was him playing against us and potentially jumped us to second, and then the penultimate game, wasn't it? Second to last game against us, our last time game of the season, wasn't it? And he turned out he pulled a muscle injury.
Because they have him listed as a suspension, and even the commentator said, "Oh, he's suspended for the game," not that he would be playing anyway. So I'm trying to figure out what it was for, because we know Jackson for Chelsea, he's going to be out for this weekend and I think next weekend as well. He's out. I think he's only served 2 of his 3-game suspension, or 1 of his 3-game suspension. I think it was only 1 of the 3.
Pardon me. Half time, by the way, 0-0. Right.
An exciting first 5 minutes, but that was about it.
I'm just looking at it now. 40 stats are now, because I typed in one sec. I typed in Isak red card for last season. One sec. Alexander Isak has received 1 yellow card and no red cards in 34 matches so far in the Premier League season 24-25.
That's weird. Oh, here's someone saying that he is set to be fined by Newcastle when he misses competitive matches, starting with the home opener.
Okay.
But it's interesting that the commentators have him listed as suspended for the match, not not,
On a strike.
tensions high within the club and player refusing to play for current club that is paying him. Suspension.
Yeah. And Chris says in the chat, 9 teams in the Premier League have Europe this season. Newcastle need to strengthen just a bit. TTG from X, is the game being broadcasted? Well, in the UK. It is in the UK via Discovery Plus / TNT Sports. It will be for every half 12 game on a Saturday going forward this season. I'm assuming if you're not living in the UK, let us know in the chat. If you're living in America, Canada, or abroad, there's bound to be someone in the chat to be able to help you find a game to watch yourself. But you don't miss much. It's half time. It's 0-0, and as I say, you have not missed a single thing. Trust me. Given a choice, put it this way: if I wasn't doing this stream, guys, I would be happily getting up, doing bits and pieces, having in the background as noise, just as noise at this point, because nothing's happening. It's so dull. I wouldn't mind the home team is the worst of the two. If everything going on at Newcastle with Isaac and all that, the worst team is Villa so far in this game. Cheers from New York. Well, if you stick with us, Catherine is in America. You've got BX in America as well. They'll be able to tell you. BX is in the chat. He'll be able to tell you where they can find the game over there. But in the meantime, if you don't mind, you can drop us a follow here, Mr. Arsenal Podcast Twitter account, and also follow whatever page you're watching on, be it Jonesy, Liam, or George's. Follow them as well. Well, if you haven't already, follow all three. And the QR code on your screen, if you scan it, it'll bring you over to the actual YouTube channel. Subscribe to us, and turn notifications. You won't miss any more content. In terms of Gav, your question as well, I won't be doing the Man City game, but I will be back for the Match of the Day stream, covering all the day's games late tonight around 10:30, I believe. I need to double check that actually. About 10:20, 10:30 either way. The new look Match of the Day setup. We'll be doing that here as well, and then obviously tomorrow the main event, Man United Arsenal. Yay! Also, whilst we're waiting for anything to sort of talk about, really, got 5,385 of you wonderful people watching across 4 platforms. Thank you very much. Does mean a lot. As I say, whether you're watching it on, do hit the heart button, like button, whatever. Again, depending on what platform you're watching it on, repost it, reshare it. It'll be it does massively help either which way. And yeah, as I say, QR codes there to bring you over to the channel as well.
If you're joining from USA, or in your case New York City, which is still in the US, it is on USA Network, and then most of the 10 a.m. kickoffs are going to be on Peacock.
No, I'll stick to it this year. I will come back at 10. What else is streaming on Twitter? Basically, Liam's Twitter, Jonesy, and George's Twitter accounts. Because we're trying to use, we've collected, because obviously with all the other stuff we're doing, we're trying to, because obviously Liam's got over 2K now, Jonesy and George, and they've got they've verified they've got their blue ticks. Basically, they can stream on their X accounts, Twitter accounts, whatever. So the hope is to get people to use it, get more eyes on the channel with the QR code, as I say, on the top of the screen on every show, and get their people engaged and think, oh, this is something you like, and coming over to the channel as well, that way as well.
My coffee today is brought to you by Marvel Comics.
The fucking huge mug.
I think it's maybe a 15-ounce mug. I don't know how much.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've got a basically in terms of how it looks. I've got an Arsenal one. I haven't been using it on it for a while, but it's downstairs at the moment. I think it's probably about similar size. I have to get next time get it out and compare. But basically, there's a basically shape wise red with the Arsenal written on one side and the Arsenal badge on the other.
Laura, maybe Ryan will start charging £6 to stream. Could be raking it in with
Yeah,
the amount of people streaming. That would honestly be absolutely hilarious. Not that you would do that. Everyone that's watching, Ryan will not charge you. At least not today or tomorrow.
not for this.
I
Not for
can't
this
I
game.
can't say, 5 years down the road. I mean, by that point, he might start charging, but he's not gonna be an absolute asshole and just start charging you to watch a free YouTube video.
Yeah.
I have not seen I have a thing about movies. They're just so expensive that I'm just gonna wait for them to get onto any streaming service. And yeah, I know I don't have the whole like being in the movie theater to actually watch the movie when it comes out, but I don't know about you, but for me to go, it's like $20 for the ticket, for popcorn, for the drink to go with the salty ass popcorn. It's like $20 for one person. I'm like, no.
Well, I've got where I am. Okay, I've got two cinemas. One that side and one down the the one that's down the closer is VUE. And it's cheaper of the two. It's £5 for about what film? £5 a ticket. But where they get their money is if you want. Again, that is not a minute. You can walk in with your own stuff, your own sweets or whatever, and drink whatever, and do whatever. They're not that strict. But if you were to buy popcorn or drink or whatever, that's where they get their money because it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, well, you've seen when I went to see Captain America, Deadpool, and Wolverine last year. That's where they get their money because that's. I mean, the cup itself. This was $9.99. The other cup I got for Deadpool Wolverine was $9.99, but it's the popcorn heads, the popcorn buckets, what they called it, is where there's like 30. I think it's 30 of you. But then they charge you for having the popcorn or the drink within the actual product as well. So that's where they get their money. It's just like you fuckers. And the other one on that side, going that side of London, is ridiculous. Pricing for the tickets is ridiculous. I mean, for an adult, I can tell you now, one sec. Bear with me, just to verify it. For a film that's out now, like new film, not the bloody ones. Just one sec. So, for example, like today I wanted to go and see Nobody 2, for example.
I just want the prices.
So don't wait for it to load up. One sec. So yeah, £10.99 to go and see Nobody 2 today. There's others. There'll be others. It's like, or there's that 4DX thing that they have over there, 4DX. But if I can play road plus and all that crap. For the privilege of being thrown all over the gaff and occasionally sprayed in the back of your neck, £15.99. For a large drink at this cinema, without their discount, if you're a member, is £5.29.
So I just looked up the movie theater that is closest to my home, not where I'm currently at. If I were to go see F1 the movie at 11:45 today, it would be $10.29 for the ticket, plus taxes. And then if I were to see the 6:25 showing of it, it would be $13.29 plus tax. And when you order your ticket online or nowadays, it used to be, you get your ticket, you can sit wherever you want, first come, first
Mm.
serve.
Yeah,
They
it used
now
to be,
have
yeah.
it set up where you have to select your seat whenever you buy your
Yeah.
ticket. Well, they're showing it in a small ass theater. It only goes
Yeah.
up to row H. I'm gonna be wanting,
Yeah.
like, I always sit as like back of the house. Like, I want my eyes to be like pretty level with the screen. I don't
Yeah.
want to be, doing one of these guys and breaking my neck sitting in row A or B. Um, so I always sit towards the back in like row S or R. Like,
Mm.
so that's the one movie that I would have and should have paid money for was Oppenheimer. There is a movie theater near me that I think it's like one of two in the US that have the ability to play it on the big ass film,
Mm.
not essentially like the DVD. So, because that was the way that Christopher Nolan had it, right? He was the director
Film,
for
yeah,
that.
Christopher Nolan, yeah.
Yeah, he had intended it for it to be like the way that he filmed it is how he intended it to be viewed, but not every movie theater has the capability to play it on like the 30 millimeter film or whatever he had filmed
Yeah.
it on. But there is a movie theater close to me that has the ability to play movies of that size,
Mm.
and they played it. Um, I think they had it available to them for like two weeks, and I don't think the tickets to that varied in price, but I mean, because I think the prices go up by $3 for any movie starting after 3 o'clock. So still, add in the taxes, you're looking at probably 11.50 for the ticket, and then
Mm.
the popcorn is probably going to be just as much as the ticket. So now we're over $20 already. Even if I mean, they say don't bring any outside food or drinks, but they also aren't going to TSA search you as you are
Mm.
going into the movie theater. So
Yeah, the cheaper the cheaper the cinema we have, literally, as I say, the, we it's well known that everyone walks in. We'll go to like the local shops and bring it like buy their sweets and whatever they want snack wise from the shops and come in and the drinks. And there's never we can literally hold it in front of them and they won't do they don't do nothing. They're okay with it because they know deep down their boss is their boss or whatever taking the piss.
yeah. See, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna guess that F1 the movie is going to be coming out on to Apple TV. So I'm just gonna wait for it to come out then, and then I'll just throw it up that way. I mean, to me, I don't find value if I can wait 3 months after the release date for it to be released onto a streaming service that I'm subscribed to, then yeah, I'm just gonna wait for that to happen.
Yeah. Teams were back out for the second half, and I think Villa getting ready to kick off. One set.
Mm. I gotta give you your eye drop, dude. Be right back.
You know, as mate. Yeah, I was going to save it for tomorrow, Gav. I've got it already. I've got to save it for the big main event. But hey, if you insist, one sec. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, second half's underway, and we'll see what happens. Basically, this guy got to be a goal. Please be a goal. Give us something to be like, okay, cool. Corner Villa. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Do, 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 do. What is it called? Can't read his name.
All right. Oh, that I think could have been an own goal. Did I see that right?
It would have been, but
Oh, oh no.
no, I was saying it would have been if it filmed Joe Linton the way he was leaning into that. It could have been.
The two angles in which that they showed, well, the angle that they had the game showing, and then on the first replay, it looked like it would have been an own goal. Oh, Gunner Nick has already given up on FPL. Don't worry, I'm sitting in spot 202 after the first game of game week 1.
Give it up so early, have you, Nick? Bloody hell.
I don't know, Dean is rocking it out with having Semenyo and Salah, and I think Ekateki at a, I don't know. People are going to make fun of me for not being able to pronounce his name, but, you know, I try. Oh, Ryan rocking out to some music.
Sick.
Ekatike? All right, so the Premier League, you know, they did the video on how to pronounce, you know, players pronouncing their names so that we all knew how to pronounce them.
Yeah.
Why could they not do it in team order? We're just going to throw players in here every which way. We aren't going to do, okay, here's AFC Bournemouth, here's Arsenal, here's Aston Villa. Like, no. I don't care about everyone else. I just want to know how to properly pronounce the Arsenal players, which it's already pretty easy, I think. But Gav, last night I was debating my poor life choice to have Salah in my midfield. Oh, here we go. Martinez is serving his first of a 3-match ban, red card in the final Premier League match of last season. Yeah, so at a minimum, if Martinez does not get sold to a club outside of the Premier League, he is not going to be back to playing until match week 4.
Bloody hell.
Laura has no one playing in her FPL squad yet. But man, that person that decided to triple captain Semenyo yesterday, it's not a bad choice. Oh, Ryan, you're sitting in tied for 13th in the El Smuggle all Arsenal hub.
Yeah, I saw that as of last night. The bonus points have been put on, yeah. But someone's only on the one that's at the top's on 40. Sorry, bastard.
Yeah, I'm sitting in 202. With only one player having gotten me points yesterday. I think I only have the one Liverpool player. Yeah. I'm not going to get any points from the Villa Newcastle game because the 2 players that I have are on the bench. Lineups. I feel like your player there, Nick, might have gotten transferred or something.
Okay.
Because I'm not seeing that name on the injury and suspended lineup, nor anywhere on the bench. But I will tell you here in just a second. Alex. Oh no, he still plays for Aston Villa, but he is their left back or a left back for them. He played 9 minutes against Marseille and 8 minutes against Villarreal. Otherwise, he unless a player is injured, it looks like he is just a FA Cup player and a bench rider for the Premier League. It only took Villa 47 minutes to get their first shot of the game. I will say that.
There we go. See if that works.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. There you go, Gav. Just do like that.
I love that it just says period 2. Not so it's almost like giving hockey vibes with that.
But yeah, so basically this is it, Gav. But from tomorrow as well, you'll have the team badges on either side as well for Watchalongs. As I say, I was saving it for tomorrow, but hey, as you asked. Catherine, sorry, Laura says I have an angle on my team. Bloody hell. You're not doing well for you so far.
No. If it stays like this, then you could be getting a clean sheet bonus or clean sheet.
That's true.
Those only this is the one thing. It's one of my icks that I have for FPL and even fantasy WSL. Do a clean sheet point for first half, and do like 2 clean sheet points for the second half. So in total for a game, if you play the full 90, you get 3 points as a clean sheet. Because I mean, there are times that like players have been substituted at the 58-minute mark. They don't get any clean sheet bonus points. It's just frustrating. Like they should be getting it because they put in the work for 58 minutes to get the clean sheet. But that's like 1 point for 45 minutes, 2 points for 60, 3 points for 90 minutes of clean sheets. That's the way I think it should be, but I'm not the creator of this. I think it would be a lot more fun. You would get a lot higher scoring points out there.
Yeah. Oh dear.
All right, so Nick, what is going to end up happening with your player that didn't play, Alex Moreno? The first substitute that you have on your bench is going to get substituted in, and that player will be giving you points.
Nick says I just went for a gung ho approach except for my Arsenal players.
All right, so far, if this stands as is, Jonesy will be getting a point for the draw.
Oh yeah, because the prediction thing. Obviously, was it Liam won yesterday, didn't he? In terms of not correct score, but as in he went for Liverpool to win.
They both did Liverpool to win.
Oh, okay.
3-1 and 2-0. So
both get points. Oh, okay, cool.
yeah, I've sent it over to Jonesy. I've shared the link. But I've created a mask for it. But it's an Excel file or a Google sheet, whatever the hell. It was originally an Excel file that I converted to a Google sheet, but some guy on Reddit had created a game predictor match. So the way that the points work for that, if they want to use it, you would get 3 points for the correct score and the correct outcome. 2 points for the correct goal difference outcome, 1 point for the correct outcome. So you would get 2 points. Like technically, if they used this format, they both got 2 points for last night's game because they both said Liverpool to win and Liverpool to win by 2 goals.
Yeah,
that's how it's being calculated. They would have gotten 3 points had they gotten the correct
score. Yeah,
score, and then one point for correct number of total goals on the weekend and 1 point for top scorer. So a complete maximum points per game week would be 32 points. But I found it. I already had it mostly built out for the WSL. I like trying to put my predictions in there for the WSL. But
I've got a book there.
it could make for an interesting weekend. I made it it was already formula based, but made it even more so. There's a little results tab that's like who has won based off of the most points for the entire season, or who has won via the most correct or the most wins per game week. And don't worry, there is a draw thrown in there. So if they both end up with 27 points for the game week, there is a formula in there. It's like, okay, yeah, it's just going to be labeled as draw now. All right, let's see if Newcastle can come up with anything on this free kick.
Also, yeah, whilst that was all going, Kamara got a booking. I think the first booking of the day, isn't it? I don't know.
Second, I think.
Oh, I can't remember. What the fuck was that? For fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, Joey Linton got one.
Yeah.
45-minute mark.
Yeah, no worries. As I said, Gav, I'll sort that out later for you. I'll have it over to you soon. Isn't that me? Also, Gav, this is your new scoreboard. It makes it easier for you for future clips and all that.
What the fuck? Football Hub has said this season's combined Premier League starting 11. Any changes? Allison in goal, Gvardiol left back, Timber right back, Van Dijk and Saliba as your center back pairing. Then you have Palmer, Rodri, and Rice.
Okay.
And then your front three, Saka left wing, Salah right wing, Haaland as your striker. I don't know how Rodri's thrown in there. I mean, it's kind of like how Martinez is still riding the high of the World Cup, like for getting any goalkeeper nominations for any prestigious award. Like the dude is mid-level at best for his club throughout the entire season. He's got some really great games, but he also has some pretty shit games. So. All right, I got to give the boy his last medication for his eyes, and then I'll be fully focused.
Well, to be clear, BX, he's just told PS he wants to leave, and so far, Tottenham are the ones that have allegedly made a bid, allegedly short of what players are after, but still made a bid. We haven't made our bid yet, and it seems Arsenal now in their crossing two minds of either Rodrigo or Eze, basically. They need to pick their poison and fucking go and get that person. Who they pick, just go and get them. Stop dilly-dallying. Especially if we're looking to get rid of the likes of Trossard. Don't need to make ourselves our squad depth weaker than by letting him go and not play it, and then they're not bringing an upgrade in any capacity.
If Eze does complete that rumored deal right now with that other North London club, I'm going to need to remove him from my FPL team.
Already did, because it was this in my FPL, and then as soon as the news came out that it could potentially happen, I was like, "Out you go."
I think by the time that came out, because even though I was off yesterday, I was doing all sorts of shit yesterday, so I think I had missed the deadline for getting a transfer out. But also, like, the rumor now is that he's not even going to play for Palace this weekend. Like, dude.
Oh dear.
Ooh. There's a new post by Arsenal women. I'm so excited for the WSL to come back.
A few more weeks, the girls will be back.
Yeah, I know it's a ways off, but
be worth the wait in the end, hopefully.
Oh, someone said, and I saw it this morning. Ekateki looks like Trent with a wig on. I mean, they're not wrong.
That's what I was trying to say earlier, Nick. Well, since we've been linked to him, there has been reports going around from Fabrizio as well at the time, and David Ornstein as well said personal terms aren't an issue. So basically, saying that we'd agreed that personal terms have been agreed. It's just a matter of sorting out, talking with the club.
They'll right up keeper.
So we'll just have to wait and see. If we don't go in for him, we've decided to use it and go for Rodrigo instead, one way or the other. Laura's like it's not been a matchy signing for Arsenal.
No, I think Laura got excited because I said, "Oh, Arsenal women have posted something," and it's not any new signing. It's just more stuff from Germany.
Was it the account on Twitter called Brian Kelly? Basically, I can't remember who it was. It's been announced as a London City player from Barca. I think it's from Barca because the way he worded it is like, "Your turn. Over to you, Arsenal," with a picture of
Bomati, yeah.
Marcy.
Oh, that's going to be a foul. Is that going to be a red card? We're going to see the first red card. Oh, it is. It's a red card.
No.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you idiot. Konza, you absolute moron. Thank God you aren't my team. Anyone's got Konza in their team spewing now, I guarantee it.
I actually think I have him on my bench.
Unless it won't cost you. Unless you turn on your bench thing for this week, it won't cost you that way.
No, I think he's number 3. Oh yeah, that is definitely a red card. Oh yeah. Actually, no, he might not get completely fucked down because he's got the clean sheet bonus. That's 4 points plus the 2 minutes played for 60 minutes, so that's 6. I think the red card is only 3 points. I don't know. I'll find out here in a second. But I mean, he's second on my bench, so it's not like it's unlikely that I would get points from him.
That's it. Then it's a straight red because it's a straight red. He's out for the next 3 games as well.
Yeah. They cannot make that appeal to say,
Rosie.
oh yeah, well there was another player right behind him. Well, the play, I think his teammate was still like 4 steps behind him. Like that was
That was so
the
stupid.
chance on goal. All right, I'm checking. I got to check all my teams. No, I only have him in the one, so I'm good with that.
No, Rosie's he's in Rosie's team as well.
Oh yeah, you're not completely screwed. He got the 4 points for the clean sheet. He got the 2 points for playing 60 minutes, minus 3 points for the red card. You still get 3 points for him. So you have lucked out there. So if Newcastle score from this, he still gets his clean sheet points.
Mm.
So you still get a solid 3 points from him. I have Dan Burns sitting on my bench. He's in my bench spot number 3. He's made 11 defensive contributions, which is new for FPL this season. So that is 2 points. So he is getting me 8 points right now, and I have him on my bench. And nothing happens with it. All right, I absolutely hate this. So the US does things very extremely stupid. They have, the scoreboard, Aston Villa 0-0 Newcastle with the time.
Yeah.
And then underneath, they say, Aston Villa, playing with 10 men, counts a red card 66 minute. So you do not put the little, there's a red card, there is this little graphic, you just put in a red rectangle, and that dictates there's a red card for that team. Brian is apparently Chloe's dad, but I don't think that's her dad's name. Uncle, maybe.
Yeah, though it says Brian is apparently Chloe's dad. In brackets, he's not. He's a supporter club. He's a supporter club member.
I don't know. He played himself off as
When it was
Chloe's
all,
dad
yeah,
when she was signing. Like,
yeah,
oh, it's going to be happening soon. Like, I'm walking in.
got the
She's
MS and all
like,
that. Yeah.
I think at one point he was like, pretty much, yeah, my daughter's signing soon. Like, which is just a bit weird. Whether Kelly is his last name or not, that is a bit weird. I also don't think I've ever seen any parent say before the official news, yeah, my child is signing for this club.
No, exactly.
Yeah, this Villa keeper is actually doing pretty good for like never playing.
All things considered, yeah.
He's had to make 2 saves from the 2 shots on target. He has a top speed of 11.2 miles per hour. I don't know the conversion on that, but let me.
Oh, again, no news, is it? Yeah, Henry obviously mentioned about the red card thing. Like on a graphic up I'm watching now, it's got obviously the scoreboard, and underneath Aston Villa's bit, it's got a little red dash indicating the red card. That's it. They don't go X, Y, and Z. It's just like no, boom. I believe you.
This is how they have it.
I believe you. Yeah.
But then if you tune into like the Champions League games on Paramount Plus, they just do the red card. They don't say, "Oh, it's a red card for this." They might have it up there for maybe 30 seconds just to say like, "Oh, you've just tuned in, reminding everyone this happened," but then it just like goes away.
Yeah. Yeah, Lewis says he went for an event at Arsenal. He put a sheet on the Champions League trophy, making that Chloe had wrote a message saying that she was staying before it was announced. People thought he was Chloe's dad.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah. hell, this game. What's going for 2 o'clock? So Team News will be out soon for the other games. Let's have a look.
Honestly, had that not been given a red card, I think there would have been some serious questions.
Massive questions.
All right, Sunderland versus West Ham.
Here we go.
Kind of no surprises in the lineups. West Ham playing in a 3-5-2, Sunderland playing in a 4-3-3.
So
Brighton.
Go
ahead.
Mads, the new goalie in goal. Avioda's been dropped to the bench for West Ham. And then you got Todibo, Kilman, Naif Odegaard at the 3, with the wing backs or inverted wing back, what they call it, Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Diouf. Ward-Prowse and Rodriguez in midfield. Lucas Paqueta is playing in the number 10 role. And up top, got Jared Bowen and Furkling for West Ham. For Sunderland. Ruben Roofs in goal. Hume, Dan Ballard, former Arsenal Academy defender, scored the goal that actually got to the playoff final as well last season. Jensen Selt, Mandava at the fullback. In midfield, Ozzy Granite leading the team and obviously leading them at midfield. In the middle, 3, Sadiki, Diarra, back up the midfield. Talby, Mandaya, and probably butcher some of these names because I've never heard of them before, to be honest. So bear with me on that. And then, Simeon and De Gea make up Sunderland's first 11, with Patterson, Omar, Enzo, Daniel, Harrison Jones, Chris Regg, Patrick Roberts, Wilson Eisdor, and Mark Guiri making up the bench for Sunderland.
All right. For are you going to go through the other subs?
You can if you want to. Sorry.
No, I was just going to give another lineup.
You can do that. Yeah, go on there. That's fine.
Spurs versus Burnley. Vicario in goal. Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, and Spence as your back 4. Mr. Tom's least favorite player, Archie Gray, is playing in the midfield alongside Bergvall. And then you have Kudus, Sarr, Johnson, and then Richarlison playing as the striker. Burnley playing in a 5-4-1. Dubravka in goal. Hartman, Steve, I don't know. Ekdal, Kyle Walker, everyone, and Oliver Sonny, I don't know.
Yeah.
As your back 5. Jaden Anthony, Josh Laurent, Josh Cullen, Hannibal Mejbri as your midfield 4, and Lyle Foster as the striker for Burnley.
And then the last one, Brighton versus Fulham at the Amex. Bart Bergman in goal for Brighton. The back 4 of Maxim de Cooper, Lewis Dunk, Van Heck, and Weffler making up the back line. And then the midfield of Matoma, Yassin Yari, Matt O'Reilly, Carlos Baliba. May not have fans having a meltdown yesterday. Love to see it. And Yakubala Menta, and again another one of Tom's favourite erotic players, Jorginho Ruffier up top. And then for Fulham, Bert Neno in goal, Kinney Tite, Joachim Anderson, Calvin Bassey, and Jörg Conseda. And then midfield of Harry Wilson, Sander Berge, Josh King still playing, bloody hell, Sasha Lukic, Alex Iwobi, and Raul Jimenez up top. And then obviously that's a Smith, Ronald, Troy, or Muniz all on the bench. I think Fulham could win that. They turn out. Depends what I do. Spurs that team will sadly win their game today. I think Sunderland could cause an upset, being that they're at home. Their crowds will be that place will be rocking, and West Ham is just shocking.
Well, your most favorite yet least favorite former Leeds player. I feel like you hate everyone that leaves Leeds after helping Leeds do well, at least for a short period of time. All right, back to this game. It was exciting for the first 6 minutes of each half, I think. And then the red card was the next exciting thing. All right, Alenga is coming off. I don't know who's coming on for him. I think that's the first substitution of the day. Murphy's
Jacob Murphy. That's it.
I think that's the first sub of the day.
Feels like it. Feels like it.
Yeah, it is. So Newcastle make the first substitution. Villa they've obviously had to switch formation a little bit, but they have 2 shots, 2 on target. Newcastle have 12 shots, 2 on target. Newcastle is just dominating all the statistics on this match, except for duels. Villa have won 51% of the duels, 55% of the ground duels, 60. They have 60% successful dribbles. There have been a total of 63 duels, 32 for Villa, 31 for Newcastle. Newcastle wins the aerial duels 57% of the time. Anthony Gordon has been the fastest player out there so far. Bruno has covered the most distance. Gordon has the most sprinting distance. He also has the most expected goals. Harvey Barnes has created the most chances. Anthony Gordon has taken 6 shots. He's taken half of Newcastle's shots. Livramento has completed the most successful passes of the match at 41. Ollie Watkins has the most successful dribbles at 3. Tonali has had the most touches at 59. Each team has gotten a yellow card.
Yeah, I love this one, Tom. Jack Harrison assisting Calvert-Lewin. I'm assuming Calvert-Lewin can play then if you're saying that. For the winning goal on Monday night. Might help me forgive Harrison for being a loser. Don't hold back. Don't hold back, Tom. So that's how you really feel. Oh, dear. Yeah, well, it's going to be over already. Bloody hell. Yeah. I said it earlier. I actually thought it's going to be an absolute humdinger.
Yeah, like I thought there were at least going to be 2 goals. Maybe like a 1-1 or a 2-0, like a 2-1.
A bit of bite to it.
Yeah, this has just been meh. I'm not going to speak that into non-existence, but I was thinking that there was going to be at least 2 goals. I was thinking Ollie Watkins was going to have 2 shots. Not even on target, just 2 shots in general. Yeah. Same with Morgan Rogers. John McGinn to rip one off. Joey Linton to rip one off. Bruno to get one off. And Tonali to get one off. Like, I had Ollie Watkins to have 1 on target and Anthony Gordon to have 1 on target as well. But You have Anthony Gordon, who's just taking shots. I think he's taken 6, only 1 on target. I don't think he has both shots on target. But
Yeah, Gav, is it not telling you? Is it telling me why it won't send a message or nothing? And let me say yo, and
I
that's
was
it.
gonna say I saw it on the other one. I
Yes,
saw
the account's
your
not
yo
blocked.
on from the other one.
Yeah, because again, the account's not blocked or nothing. So even if the account was blocked, everyone else would be able to see it, not me, if that was the case. But it wouldn't stop you from writing in the chat. It just means I wouldn't be able to see it. But obviously, you're not blocked, obviously. Look, it might be a YouTube thing, Gav, for the day. Every now and then, the old gremlins get in the system and cause havoc. Yeah, it might be a YouTube thing then, Gav, if it's saying that. It's been selected.
For anyone interested in the WSL / doing a fantasy WSL, it is no longer going to be called Fantasy WSL. It is now going to be called Aerial Fantasy. I think they are combining their NWSL Fantasy app and their WSL one. But they are launching that new app today at 6 p.m. UK time.
Oh, okay. I'm a subby, by the way. Joe Linton's been hooked off for some kid.
Probably
Miley.
will not start to be able to build a squad yet, but they have released some player prices so far, and some of them are just mind-boggling. Of like, why are they the prices that they are? Um, Lauren James, last season stats: 9 appearances, 3 goals, 1 assist. What do you think her value is?
Probably the most expensive one out there.
$8.5 million.
Yeah. Overhyped to get overhyper, and it is what it is.
Yeah, Mariona is at 10 mil. Fridolina Rolfo coming in at 9.5. Brighton's new signing, the goalkeeper from Paris FC, who did us over, 2 seasons ago now in the Champions League. She's got a value of 5 mil. But then again, keepers aren't really that expensive. Lauren Hemp is at 9. Katerina Macario, who 18 appearances, 6 goals, 3 assists, 9.5 mil. Let's see. Here's a few more forwards. Olivia Smith at 9.5. Rachel Daly at 9. Kiko CK from Brighton, 8. Aggie Beaver Jones is at 10. Snoyce for Everton, 7.5. Nikita Paris, 8. Viv Miedema, 9.5. Elizabeth Turland, 11. Bethany England, 7.5. Shakira Martinez is at 8, which that one I'm not all that surprised about. Just she came in to West Ham in the January transfer window and she pulled one over on Chelsea at one point. I think she had scored 2 goals against Chelsea or 3. It was one of the games that it was like, oh, could this be Chelsea's first loss of the season? Chloe Kelly is going to be listed as a midfielder
Okay.
for $8 million. So is Fran Kirby. Missy Kearns is at 5. Guro Wrighton, 9.5. Sam Kerr, the Scottish Sam Kerr, she's at 5.5. Vanda Donk is at 7. Yui Hasegawa is at 7. Ella Toon is at 9. Katrina Gori is at 7.5.
Here's a question from one second. Going to, by the way, yeah, as Nick says, this game's crap, basically. Hence why we're talking about the WSL fantasy setup and all that for this season ahead. How much do you think it will take to get Bonamati? I think probably butchered the name there. He's saying 3 mil or less.
See, all right. See, so what I found interesting is that when she had renewed her contract, it all of a sudden became she's now the highest paid female athlete in football, just from club, not including all the sponsorships and all of that. So, but then apparently in like the last 2 days, it's rumored that they've taken pay cuts because apparently like almost everyone at Arsenal makes more than Bonmati. Like,
oh my days, egos. Okay.
You know, something like that. That's a row X shot there. Like, so this is all right. You're in for one. This someone brought up Bonmati. So now you're going to get a Catherine rant. The frustrating thing: Barcelona women have done absolutely nothing wrong except lose the Champions League final. But they did nothing wrong last season. But they are having to get rid of their players and help balance the books because the men don't know how to budget. Marcus Rashford is not going to be able to be registered to be able to play. I don't think he's registered as of today. Barcelona men have so much financial issues that they are having to have the women's team get rid of multiple players either for their wages or for sales. But all they would need to do is get rid of like one male player and they could balance the books. Because I think Barcelona women have terminated contracts of 5 players or they've left on free agency. 5 or 6 players that they've gotten rid of. Not even transfer fees, so they aren't even bringing in money for them. It is just on the wage side. I think those 5 players, their yearly salary is probably worth, 2 months of one male player. So get rid of one.
Yeah.
I mean, there was the whole issue with Mark ter Stegen. Is he going to stay? Is he not? We've got this whole medical issue going on. Is he going to be our captain? Is he not? Like, the dude obviously wants to stay for the money, but just leave. Like, to have to rely on the women to help balance the books when all you would need to do, they bring in so many players that the men's side brings in so many players and they don't get rid of, the equal opportunity players. I mean, they can't register their new keeper. They can't register Marcus Rashford. They struggled to register Danny Olmo last season. And I think one other player. Like, get rid of your dead weight. Those players that are riding the bench. Doesn't matter if, they want to stay, terminate their contract. Yeah, you would have to pay them, a settlement fee, but terminate their contract. Stop paying them. It's not that hard. That would help you settle your books.
By the way, I don't know how this is possible.
Yeah.
We've got 6 minutes
as
into
Laura
time.
said, they aren't even selling. They're canceling the contracts and giving them away on a free.
Yeah.
Like, that was Fridolina Rolfo, I think. She left on free. Contract got terminated. Yana Fernandez, contract got terminated, even though London City said, "Hey, we'll pay you." Nope, we're just going to terminate the contract. So it is. Newcastle with a shot.
So they've been offered money and they went, "No, you can have it for nothing." Fucking hell.
The fact that Barcelona as a whole is relying on the women's team to balance the books by at this point just getting rid of players' wages and nothing else. Yeah, Elliot Roebuck signing.
Yeah.
That I think was a termination of contract. Like,
Yeah.
it's stupid of them. Like, all they needed to do is figure out the men's side of things. That's the whole, like, 170 Gunners saying thought the men's and women's team were under different FFP. Barcelona, I mean, there is nothing wrong. At least from everything that I've seen, there is nothing wrong with the women's side financial books. They are fine, or they were. The reason that they were trying to balance the books and right side the wages was because the men could not figure their shit out. We are going to keep players on that don't play, that play very limited minutes, that get high wages. We're going to bring in players, like, and not get rid of any. It's almost,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, dog's not happy.
Just
He's not, yeah.
a sec.
I'm not ranting. Oh, that pass
It's
away.
just a dog that kind of looks like him who's on a family run. He likes it's interesting. He does not like golden retrievers. And apparently I think it might just be like labs as well, because I think that's what that other dog was more of a chocolate lab. But everything that I have seen is that the reason why the women are terminating contracts and letting players go on free is not because their books are unbalanced, but the Barcelona as a whole books are unbalanced. I almost think that this would not have happened if they had won the Champions League, because they would have had that influx of money to just for winning to help offset. But also, it's not that, like, looking at the size of the pot, it's not that much money when you look at the men's side. That's like, oh, just for competing, you're going to have 100 mil spread throughout, all of those that have qualified. Like,
Yeah,
it's all this is just, it's a big fu to the female players.
of course it is.
You try so hard, you do so well, you complete another rocking season. You have the domestic treble again, and thank you for your contribution and getting more trophies into Barcelona as a whole. But we aren't going to give you any help, and you have to help the men get right sided because we can't figure our shit out. Wait, Arsenal lost revenue from winning the Champions League? I don't know. I saw something that the women's Euros was actually a net revenue loss, and I think part of that is because it was in Switzerland. They are, like, correct me if I'm wrong, pretty sure that they are the most expensive European country to either be visiting or anything of the sorts. Lori's saying it's always in Spanish. I think Bonmati had said it after she won the World Cup and the Ballon d'Or to go with it. She's like, oh yeah, after seeing England win the Euros last year and the change that they inspired in England for women's football, we were thinking, oh, Spain might see something similar after winning the World Cup and having all these trophies and other things. Nope, if anything, they've just gone backwards. That's all that they seem to be doing, is just
On and off the pitch.
yeah, Spanish football is just going backwards. Though I did see something funny about the new Spanish manager for the national team. He was I didn't know Ashley Neville was Spanish just because of the hair, or had a Spanish cousin. All right, I think that's full time. Yeah, that's full time.
Fucking
Absolute boring.
Warfest, fucking hell, yeah, Gav, I did say yesterday we might like get up early and all that, send it all up and we'll get this bullshit.
I think there were 12 minutes of fascination. 6 minutes in the first half, 5 minutes at the beginning of the first half, and then the red card.
Basically, yeah. Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, what is it? What is this going to do? They're going to say, oh my God, Arsenal are now in fourth. Oh my God. They're such garbage. Like, no.
I ain't the ball yet, but fuck it. It's Arteta's fault.
Laura's got it right there. Spanish Federation.
Yep, pretty much, yep. Sums it up. But in that with that draw, obviously Jonesy, after 2 games, is taking the lead.
I think.
Didn't say.
Oh yeah, because Mr. Smuggo had Villa winning.
But they 2 games. There's still obviously three more games at 3 o'clock and another game at 5:30 today, plus 3 games tomorrow. So it's still early on. Don't get James, if you're watching this, don't get too carried away. Don't get too giggy. It could come back and backfire on you before you even blink by the end of the day.
Yeah. You doing any more games today?
There's the 3 o'clock. I think I'll leave the 3 o'clock because obviously Gary's going live around 3, isn't he? With Tom and all that. So they usually do that themselves, sort of keep an eye on all that. I might do the 5:30. Might do.
The Wolves Man City.
Wolves Man City. Yeah, might do. Yeah.
That one could be.
More interesting in this, but looks yeah. These are big goals. You'd think.
Yeah, I'm expecting City to win by 2 goals at least, but they're away at Molineux, so.
And again, we talk about Liverpool emotions and all that with Jota. Wolves fans and certain the remaining players from when Jota was there 14 years ago. They're doing they've got their. They've seen. I don't know if you've seen the images. They've got their tifo ready for today, and they'll do their bit in terms of remembrance for him.
Honestly, it could be more of a reason to win. They have that much more of a fight. Yeah, he hasn't. When did he play there? Like 3-4 years ago, 5.
Yeah, about 5 years. That's from 5 years ago. This time 5 years ago.
So I'm not saying it still doesn't affect them, but to me, there's a big difference between active player and player from 5 years ago. Like, yes, there was lots of emotions for that club as well, but I think Wolves could potentially have that much more of a fight in them to want to win. All right, and for you curious folk, I think that is a bear, a pink bear, and then that one is dogs. Both of those dogs are kind of look like Prismo, who is my brother's fiance's dog, which is pretty much their dog. So I'm dog sitting the 2. So I've got.
Yes.
Oh, here he goes. He's gonna start barking again, but.
No, the growl there. It's a growl. I've heard the growl.
Yeah, he's not angry or anything. Oh my God,
he's just guarding his territory. That's it.
Yeah, he just wants them to know that this house is protected. So.
No, not even paying attention. You've knocked him, Mike. Yes, 3 points to the FPL board. Ooh, we got 3 more than what I got in this fucking game. Fucking one player that I had, it's on the fucking bench, didn't even go on. So you couldn't even get a clean sheet bonus.
All right, that one was a Doberman.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any points from this game.
No, none.
I have 11 points on the bench. 3 from Konsa, 8 from Burn.
1 sec. Yeah, none at all. Because Ramsey was Jacob wasn't part of the squad at all for Newcastle for obvious reasons. Target didn't come on, and Botman. Well, Target's on my bench anyway, so. But Botman's on my 11, and he didn't come on at all either. So I don't even get a clean sheet bonus, for fuck's sake. So I've got to pray and hope Ederson is actually playing later to get some points today. Otherwise, I'm going to go from 13th or whatever, sort of dropping down that table, and I don't like that. It starts off so well. And he's just gone today.
Let's see, what's 12:33? So it's 3 hours away, 2 hours, an hour 45. He'll know in an hour 45 if Ederson is starting.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So what do 2:30 now? 3, 4, 5. So about 3 hours before kickers. So the next hour or so, I'll decide, guys. I'll let you guys know via WhatsApp or Discord, whatever. Aside from that, though, in terms of the game itself, don't really. It's something Newcastle need. They need a strike. If he's not staying, one way or the other, they need something. They need a focal point because. Yeah, they looked a better team of the two, but the final moments, the final third, is where they lacked. They needed that threat there to finish off what they're building up. Villa just looked devoid of any passion, any ideas, anything really today. Of all games, first game of the season, Ozzy Osbourne, you're doing your thing for him and all that, and you just decided to go in here, can't be asked, basically.
Yeah, it was. I think having Anthony Gordon play as your striker is not the way to go. No. It's kind of like shoving Mourinho up top for us. Doesn't really make sense. It works every once in a while, but it's a short-term fix, not a long-term needs to stay.
If Aloha says if I had started Mings, he would have given me 6 points, but I had Robertson instead, and didn't make it. No, Robertson came on last night for the last 20 minutes, I think. So he should have got at least a point or two, but he might have lost actually because as soon as he came on, he conceded 2 goals. So I don't know.
No, so what will happen, Nick, is any player that did not play this weekend, your bench players will get substituted in. It is not a position. It is in the order. So if you have him as your first substitute and you have one player that does not play at all, they will get substituted in. It's not whatever player has the most points on your bench gets substituted in for a player that doesn't play. It is so when you create your starting 11, you want to make sure that you can flip around your sub order as well. You want your sub order to be in you want to pay attention to that as well in case someone pulls out at the last minute because they got injured or they get transferred out and you forget to change it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh dear. And on that note, I think we got ourselves out of here. Go and dress up for the next few hours and see what happens in the 3 o'clock games, basically. Yeah, but if I don't do the 5:30, I might. I don't know. But if I do see me at 5, I'll see you around 5:15. If I don't, you'll see me around 10:30 for the match of the day stuff. Then obviously the main event tomorrow, Arsenal Man United versus Arsenal. Woo. Anything's got to be better than what I've just watched. I've just wasted just over 2 hours of my life watching arguably the worst game for an opening game of the season.
Yeah, this was bad. All right, now we've got an ankle biter, and Guinness is about to go ballistic. So I don't know if you can hear him talking already.
And sounds good. If you haven't already, guys, hit the like button, share the content around. If you're on X, the code's there. Grab a device, scan the code, come over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, like the live stream and all the other stuff we've done, and help promote the channel and all that. It'd be massively helpful. Until then, take care. We'll see you in a few hours, maybe. Until then, take care. And as always, up the Arsenal.